Hello, 8th grade students. This is Mr. Hyde again here. For my part of the lesson today, we are going to work on standing long jump. Now, we've been working on bringing math into our physical education throughout this whole lesson with my other instructors. So for this part, we're going to do standing long jump, which is instead of running up and doing long jump, we're just going to stand behind a line and jump as far as we can, and then we're going to record that. So what you'll need is something to mark as your starting line with. I just have a sock on the ground that I'm using that I'm going to jump behind with. A marker that you can use to mark when you jump. Every time you jump, you're going to jump as far as you can. Try to land with both feet next to each other. But the farthest foot back that's closest to that starting line is going to be where you mark. So when you jump, you'll mark your foot where you landed, the closest one to the starting line, and also the farthest foot back. So if you have a foot that went a little bit further than the other, that back foot is what you'll do. And then measure using the back of your foot. So you'll put your marker on the back of your foot and instead of in the front of your foot. So when you do your jump, you'll jump, mark it, and then you'll also need a tape measure or a ruler, or if you don't have either of those, we can just use our feet, and we'll just say each foot is about 12 inches. So we're going to be calculating in inches, and we're also going to go to the first decimal point. So say like I jumped 7.7 inches, we'll say, and then we'll calculate that. So we're going to do that 10 times, record all of those on a notebook in order, and then we're going to find the average, which is adding all of those up and dividing by 10. So I'm going to give you a quick demonstration here of how I do this activity. So let me just adjust my camera here quick. Alright, so I have a sock that I'm putting on the ground. I have my pencil or pen in my hand. So I'm going to stand behind this sock, and then we're going to jump out as far as we can here. So remember, bend knees, explode up, and get out as far as you can. So here, I'll give you a quick demonstration. You're going to remember you're going to do this 10 times, and then we're going to record each one we do. So here's my jump. This foot here is a little further back than my right foot, so I'm going to put it behind. So I'll put my marker there. That's as far as I jumped. Now I'm going to take my tape measure here that I have. You can use a ruler or your feet as well. And we're going to measure out how far we jumped. So mine is 38.9 inches on that jump. So then what we would do, and that was 38.9 inches. I would go in my notebook. I would write it down on my first trial, 38.9, and then go do that again until we do it 10 times. And then after that, we're finding the average. And then I also want you to think about, after you've recorded all of your 10, look at your times. Did you jump farther as you went on with your trials, or did you jump shorter as you went on with your trials? So maybe you got tired and your jumps were a little bit shorter because you kept getting tired. Or maybe you mastered being able to jump, so you jumped farther as you went on. So think about that. We'll talk about it next class. And then remember, find those averages of your 10 jumps as well, and figure out how far you can jump with your standing long jump. We'll see you next class. Stay healthy, and good to see you guys.